We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Sonoma Little League. Big round of applause for Sonoma Little League. And the two Little Leaguers throwing out the first pitch. Barking Dog Coffee. More bark, less bite. Visit the Barking Dog Coffee website at www.barkingdogcoffee.com. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, will you please rise and join us in honoring our great nation, our veterans, and our men and women proudly serving our country at home and overseas with the singing of our national anthem.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Thank you, and God bless America. And thanks to Union Bank, sponsor of our national anthem. All right, they haven't had their plate meeting yet, have they?
So everything should be controlled well. We're going to give James his headset.
Now before we do this, let's go over the ground rule.
Welcome in, everybody. You're watching Stompers Baseball right here on KSVY TV and on YouTube.com/Sonoma Stompers. Forrest Hunt here with you tonight as your Stompers welcome in the first place San Rafael Pacifics to Arnold Field here tonight. The Pacifics, who come in at 7-2 overall over the first week plus of the season. The Stompers just a game and a half back, 5-3 as we enter the ball game. And now we'll have the starting lineup as announced by San Rafael manager Derek Piles. Leading off and playing second base will be Dante Biagini. Hitting second at shortstop, Raul Navarro. Batting third and playing right field will be Axel Johnson. Hitting fourth, the cleanup man. And in left field for San Rafael tonight will be Jimmy Lunardelli. He'll be followed by the center fielder hitting fifth, Corey Dempster. Ermindo Escobar does the catching. He will hit sixth, followed by Mike Anone, batting seventh and playing third base. Hitting eighth at first will be Taylor Zutenhorst, and then rounding out the lineup for San Rafael tonight, the designated hitter, Cody Bishop. They'll be facing right-hander Connor Arnold in his second start of the year. His first start, Arnold got the win. He is 1-0. He has a 1.80 ERA, the right-hander. 5 innings in his first start, 1 run on 2 hits. He struck out 9 and walked 2. So you'll see a little bit of different timing from Connor Arnold, the right-hander. As far as the windup goes, he'll do the little shimmy similar to what you'll see out of Johnny Cueto. A little hesitation at the top of the windup, and he'll go with the quick pitch every now and then to try and mess with the hitter, timing the 6'2", 205-pound right-hander from Palmdale, California. It'll be Biagini, Navarro, and Johnson here in the top of the first. Biagini, the left-handed hitter, will lead things off. 265 for him this year through 9 games. Arnold, the right-hander. And off we go. The first pitch misses off the outside corner. We're underway. It's 1 ball and no strikes on Dante Biagini. 6:07 first pitch here at Arnold Field tonight. 85 degrees. Here's the 1-0. That's down low to Biagini. 2 balls and no strikes. Biagini with a home run so far this year. Just 1. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed Arnold on 2-0. That's way inside. Almost got Biagini. 3 balls and no strikes. And Arnold in danger of walking the first hitter of the ball game tonight. Only allowed 2 walks in his first start in 5 innings, in a start in which he struck out 9. So significantly cooler tonight. The start temperature tonight was the end temperature of last night's ball game. So that's an improvement. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Biagini from Arnold. That's on the outside corner, and the first strike of the ball game, and it's 3-1. Shadows will play a factor until about the 5th inning tonight. Here's Arnold out of the windup. His 3-1 pitch. On the ground, right side, Quitzer takes 2 steps to his right. He'll underhand feed to Arnold, who covers, and that's how the ball game gets started. 3-1 on the putout to retire Dante Biagini. So here's Raul Navarro. Connor Arnold, who will start in the sunshine when the ball leaves his hand, and then it'll dart in and out of the sun in the shadows through the shadow portrayed on the infield by the trees in foul territory off the third baseline. Here's his first pitch to Navarro. Breaking ball, check swing, chopped up the first baseline. Quitzer fields in foul territory for strike number 1. So it'll be tough for hitters initially in the first half of the ball game tonight, trying to identify spin and the pitch out of the hand of Connor Arnold. Same goes for the Stompers when they'll be at the plate tonight, but being the home team, you don't get used to it, but it's more comfortable. 0-1, the count on the shortstop Navarro, who's hitting 286. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, and the count is 0-2. Arnold, the right-hander, fastball, slider, changeup, and you've seen the slider 2 pitches in a row to start this at bat to Navarro. Here he is on 0-2. Slider hit in the air to left. DeAngelis takes 2 steps in. He'll camp under it and make the catch. 2 gone. Arnold, who allowed just the 2 hits in his first start of the year through 5 innings. Quickly 2 away here in the top of the first, and in steps the left-handed Axel Johnson. The tall 3-hole hitter, 6'4", against the 6'2" Arnold, whose first pitch misses outside with a changeup for ball 1. Defensively behind Arnold tonight, it's DeAngelis in left, Hubbard in center, Hartley over in right, Barfield at third base, Barrios at short, Romero back in the lineup tonight. He's at second with Quitzer at first as Johnson swings over the top of a good Connor Arnold changeup, and it's 1-1. Daniel Molinari does the catching tonight, so Bronson Butcher gets the game off, at least from the starting lineup. Second start for Molinari behind the plate this year. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Johnson from Arnold. That's outside with a fastball, and the count is 2-1. Low 90s with the fastball from Arnold. He'll get it up to 94 occasionally. Here's his 2-1 pitch. The right-hander deals. That's down low, 3 balls and a strike. Johnson, a home run and 7 RBIs this year. And at first pitch, we had a little bit of a breeze blowing in from right center, and now the flag in center field lay dormant. So no breeze at this moment. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Arnold. That's inside, ball 4. Didn't miss by much, but the first base runner of the ball game is Johnson, who works the 2-out walk here in the first. And here's the Pacific Association RBI leader, Jimmy Lunardelli. Lunardelli hitting .324, 2 home runs, 13 driven in on the year. He leads Brock Hartley by 1, Brock Hartley, who tied the record for RBIs in a game last night, as the first pitch to Lunardelli is poured in for a strike. Hartley with 7 RBIs last night. The 2-run home run the other way, the grand slam, and the sacrifice fly even closed out the ballgame on the hill last night. Here's Arnold's 0-1 pitch to Lunardelli. That's inside and low, blocked nicely by Molinari. I have 1-1. Arnold set at the belt. His 1-1 pitch to Lunardelli is a changeup that dips below the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike on Lunardelli. Johnson leads from first after the 2-out walk. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's swung on and missed. Maybe got a piece. Yes, Lunardelli did get a piece. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 away. Top of the first inning. With Lunardelli at the plate, the right-handed slugger. Arnold with a long pause. Now the 2-2 pitch. He chops it softly up the third baseline. Barfield will field it, and he would have to get rid of it quickly, but he holds on. So that's an infield single for Jimmy Lunardelli. Just an excuse me, protect swing, and no, now they're going to call it. Nope, it is an infield single. So an infield single for Jimmy Lunardelli, a little tapper up the third baseline. Now Barfield over at third base, who does have a strong arm, but not the quickest at the hot corner. Playing very deep on the slugger Lunardelli, and who tapped it about 50 feet up the third baseline. And with a hard 90 feet, Lunardelli has himself an infield single. So there are still 2 away, and now 2 on for Corey Dempster. Here's the first pitch from Arnold. That's lined into left field for a base hit. Johnson waved around third. DeAngelis can't pick it up cleanly, so Johnson will score easily. An RBI double off the bat of Corey Dempster, and San Rafael is on top 1-0 here in the top of the first.
Next up, catcher Armindo Escobar.
5th RBI of the year for Corey Dempster as he ripped the first pitch down the left field line, and Well, now Connor Arnold just trying to limit the damage here in the first. He got 2 quick outs. Then the 3-1 walk to Axel Johnson, the Lunardelli tapper single down the third baseline, and a Corey Dempster RBI double. So it's 1-0 San Rafael in the top of the first. Still 2 out for the catcher, Hermindo Escobar. Here's the first pitch to him from Arnold. Starts him with a slider that catches the outside corner. No balls and a strike on Escobar, who's hitting .433. That's second best in the Pacific Association, only behind the Stompers' Nick Gatta. Here's Arnold on 0-1. Another slider. Blocked in the dirt by Molinari, and the count evens at 1-1. Lunardelli at third. Dempster at second after the double. Dempster was hitting only .147 coming into the ballgame. Escobar, right-handed hitting catcher. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Connor Arnold. It's taken outside and low. Thrown the slider a lot here in the first inning, and it is sharp. It has a lot of bite. Just San Rafael with good takes here in the first, not chasing the slider from Arnold. 2 balls and a strike. 1 run in here in this top of the first. Escobar calls time. Arnold taking a little too long for his liking. Now Escobar steps back in. Arnold now set. Here's his 2-1 delivery. He loses the bat to Escobar. My goodness, it went all the way into foul territory. Cleared the dugout down the left field line, and it smacked into the wall of the restrooms. And if we had a record for longest bat toss, Escobar may win it. He flung that thing a good 150 feet, maybe close to 200 feet. Derek Piles and Mike Anone, who's in the on-deck circle, give him a little bit of pine tar, and that's probably a good idea. Give him a little tape and wrap the hands with the tape. That's dangerous. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Escobar. Well, it was a good pitch from Arnold. And Escobar, who now will step out and wipe the batting gloves off on the pants. Don't do that. Keep them as sticky as you can. You put a little extra pine tar on this time. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Escobar, whose top hand came off the bat on the strikeout pitch as well. San Rafael scores 1 time here in the top of the first inning. It is 1-0. We go to the bottom half. Gatta, Barrios, DeAngelis, and the rest of the Stompers lineup when we return.
Supplies us with all of our recyclable and compostable concession supplies. Whiteboard restaurant supplies.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the first inning. Stompers trail the San Rafael Pacifics 1-0. Here's the lineup for Zach Pace's Stompers, brought to you by Sotheby's International Realty. Nick Gatta will lead things off. He's the DH. Pedro Barrios will hit second and play shortstop. Hitting third in left field, Rob DeAngelis. Dondre Hubbard in the cleanup spot and in center field here tonight. Chris Quitzer hits fifth at first base. Brock Hartley hits sixth in right field. Jacob Barfield at third base hits seventh. Daniel Molinari hits eighth and does the catching, and Rayson Romero back in the lineup tonight. Will bat ninth and play second base as Gatta takes inside from San Rafael right-hander Tyler Skinner. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's on the inside corner, 1-1. Skinner, in his third start, 0-1 with an 8.59 ERA. The right-hander is 1-1 pitch, and Gatta pokes it on the ground, left side unknown to his left. He'll field, throw to first in time. So for Tyler Skinner this year, he's allowed 7 runs on 9 hits and 7 1/3, striking out 5 and walking 3. He'll face Pedro Barrios with 1 out and the base is empty here in the bottom of the first inning. Defensively behind Skinner, Lunardelli, Dempster, Johnson, outfield left to right. And around the infield, unknown Navarro, Biagini, Zutenhorst, with Escobar doing the catching as his first pitch to Pedro Barrios is called a strike on the outside corner. Tyler Skinner, 6'4", 195 pounds, from Dos Palos, California. Here's his 0-1 pitch to Barrios. That's called a ball down below the knees, and the count evens at 1-1. Barrios, 273. 3 for his first 11 with the club. Here's the 1-1 pitch to him. That's outside with a fastball. 2 balls and a strike on Pedro Barrios with Rob DeAngelis on deck. Only in the bottom of the first inning here tonight. San Rafael leads at 1-0. Wind blowing out to center just a little bit now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Check it, the 2-1 pitch is in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. Barrios, 3 for 11, worked 4 walks in his first 3 games with the club. Now he's ahead 3-1. Here's the pitch from Skinner. Way outside as it skips all the way to the screen. A 1-out walk for Barrios brings up Rob DeAngelis, the same way that San Rafael got a rally going in the top half of the inning on a walk. Barrios at first base, 1 out. Rob DeAngelis hitting .250. Don't let that average fool you, because Rob DeAngelis, who is only hitting .250, as he takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner, hit safely in 5 straight games after a slow start. So it's 0-1 on DeAngelis. Zutenhorst holding on. Barrios over at first base. Skinner steps off, fakes a throw over. 0-1 the count on the Stompers left fielder. DeAngelis has driven in 2 this year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In off the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike on DeAngelis, with big Dondre Hubbard looming in the on-deck circle. DeAngelis, left-handed hitter. The 1-1 from Skinner in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike on DeAngelis. Barrios over at first base, toying with Escobar, the catcher. The pitch was low, and it hit off the webbing of Escobar and stayed at his feet, and Barrios leaning towards second base, trying to draw a throw out of Escobar, who wasn't paying any attention to him over at first. Barrios just toying with him a little bit. Pedro over at first base, 2 stolen bases this year. Decent lead over at first, and a 2-1 count to DeAngelis. Here's the pitch. Fouled off to the left and out of play.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Outfield straight away on DeAngelis with the infield pinching for a double play. Zutenhorst holds on. Barrios at first. Skinner with a throw over to first base, and Barrios back with a head first dive. Skinner, a guy right out of college, University of St. Catherine, after he was at Vanguard. The starter for San Rafael tonight. Here's his 2-2 to DeAngelis. That's hit in the air. Softly to center. Dempster comes in. He'll make the catch. 2 away here in the bottom of the first.
Center fielder.
Here's Dondre Hubbard, third in the league in RBIs. He'll hit with Barrios at first base, 2 out. 1-0 San Rafael here in the bottom of the first inning. Stompers trying to get on the board. Salina got on the board first last night. They led it 1-0 and then 12 unanswered by the Stompers. Salina did get 1 in the 9th off of Brock Hartley. The first pitch to Dondre Hubbard is across the letters for strike 1. Hubbard, the slugging center fielder. Here's the 0-1 from Skinner. Fouls the curveball straight back. It's 0-2. Hubbard, 290. Now second on the team in RBIs behind Brock Hartley after the big 7 RBI night last night. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Skinner. Goes back to the curveball. This time Hubbard takes. 1-2 the count. With Barrios at first base, who can really fly. Decent lead for him over at first. The 1-2 pitch from Skinner. In the dirt, blocked by Escobar. Barrios stays at first base, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hubbard, who homered in the first 3 games of the year, haven't seen him leave the yard since. It is a 2-2 count against Skinner with Barrios at first and 2 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Hubbard down on strikes to end the first. So we're through 1. San Rafael 1. Stompers 0. We go to the second. Bottom third of the lineup due up for San Rafael when we come back.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Welcome back, everybody. We're in the top of the second inning here at Arnold Field in Sonoma. It's the Pacifics 1 and the Stompers nothing. Connor Arnold back out to the hill for his top of the second against Mike Unknown, who will lead it off. Arnold's first pitch is high and away. 1 ball and no strikes. That was his 25th pitch, so we continue to talk over the first week plus about the pitches per inning for the Stompers starters this year. Really inhibiting them to go deep into ball games as the 1-0 pitch is tapped back to Arnold on the mound. He fields, fires to first, and Quitzer reaches down near the ankles to make the catch. 1-3 on the put out, and for Mike Unknown out of the left-handed batter's box, who wasn't running all that hard initially, it was not an easy play for Connor Arnold, having to field the high tapper in front of home plate, then having to spin and throw blindly over to first, and did a great job just keeping the composure and not throwing it away. So there's 1 gone here in the second inning for Taylor Zutenhorst. Zutenhorst hitting .226. Does not have a home run in the first 9 games of the year for San Rafael. Has driven in 3. He'll hit with nobody on, 1 out. Arnold's first pitch lined softly into center field. That'll fall for a 1-out single. Zutenhorst way out in front on the broken bat base hit to center, but he has a knock, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Cody Bishop. Arnold, who played collegiately at San Bernardino down in Southern California. Now having to throw with more base runners here in the second. Zutenhorst leads from first, 1 out. Arnold, as quickly as he was in the windup, back in the stretch. Here's his first pitch to Bishop. Good pitch over the middle of the plate for strike 1 to open the at-bat. Biagini, the leadoff man, on deck already. Champing at the bit for his second at-bat in as many innings. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Arnold. That swung on and missed. Good changeup. Had Bishop way out in front, 0-2. Bishop hitting .200 so far in this young season. Stands back in left side. Middle infield ready for a double play ball if Arnold can get one on the ground. Here is his 0-2 pitch to Bishop. Off the outside corner. Maybe a setup pitch out of Arnold. He went with the fastball low and away. He may stay on the same plane, but go with the slider here and back foot it to Bishop. It's a good idea when you're talking about it out loud. Stay on the same eye level for Bishop. Make him think it's a fastball again. Here's the 1-2 pitch. On the ground, right side. Quitzer field steps on the bag for 1. Throw to second in time. Barrios puts down the tag, and a 3-6 double play ends the inning. Connor Arnold gets the ground ball he was looking for. We're through 1.5. It's the Pacifics 1 and the Stompers nothing right here on KSVY. Quitzer, Hartley, and Barfield do up.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Bottom of the second inning here in Sonoma. Chris Quitzer will lead things off. He started the 3-6 double play to end the inning in the top half. Just 7 pitches is all that Arnold needed to get out of that top half of the inning after the 1-out single. So here's Quitzer, only hitting 194, but he does have 2 home runs on the year, and he's driven in 6. Here's the first pitch to him from Tyler Skinner. That's inside for ball 1. Just 18 pitches for Skinner in the first inning. And Quitzer last night, who had a good night, couple of hits, an RBI single, a double, scored 4 times in last night's game as he has to lunge out of the way of the heat-seeking fastball from Tyler Skinner, and it's 2-0. He started inside and just locked onto that front hip of Quitzer, and at the last second, he had to just lunge out of the way. 2 balls and no strikes. Quitzer, his 2 home runs he hit in back-to-back games last week in Vallejo. And then in Napa, here's the 2-0 pitch. He swings through the fastball a little tardy, and it's 2-1. Stompers trying to get on the board here in the second, trailing 1-0. And the man that could possibly do it after last night's performance is on deck as Quitzer fouls off the 2-1 pitch. Out of play off to the left and into the crowd. And it's 2-2. Brock Hartley is who we're talking about, and we'll talk more about his massive night last night. After the at-bat for Chris Quitzer, here's the 2-2 pitch from the right-hander Tyler Skinner. Curveball stays upstairs and the count is full. A walk for Skinner already in the ballgame tonight. That came to Pedro Barrios in the first. Quitzer looking for something he can get the barrel out on here. Here's the payoff pitch. Yanks it down the first baseline and almost got a piece of Nick Kern in the coach's box. He was well in foul territory down toward the edge of the dugout. And Nick Kern, who has been nursing a hamstring problem and hasn't run yet, but his reactions look okay as he looks across the field to Zach Pace saying, well, how'd that look, Skip? I think the hamstring worked all right. Trying to get out of the way of the foul ball. The payoff pitch to Quitzer is outside ball 4, and a leadoff walk opens the bottom of the second. So here's the infamous Brock Hartley after tying the Pacific Association record last night with 7 RBIs, a grand slam, a 2-run home run, and a sacrifice fly. He even pitched the top of the 9th, though he was very unhappy today when we talked to him. And even the game last night, he wished he didn't give up that run in the 9th inning. Stompers did win it 12-2, but Hartley even said there's a big difference between a 9 ERA and a 0 ERA when you're a position player, and it's all on Baseball Reference. Here's the first pitch to him as he lines it to right center field. On the run is Dempster. He won't get there. It's down and into the gap, and it'll roll all the way to the wall. Chris Quitzer around third. He'll score easily. Brock Hartley around second. He's headed for third. Here's the relay from Biagini. Not in time. Hartley's in with a head first dive and RBI triple, and we're tied at 1. Brock Hartley showing the speed, if you will, on that RBI triple to right center field. It actually bounced off the standard of the uprights out there in right center. Dempster was after it, and it hit off the padding on the bottom half of the goalpost. That's part of the football field here at Arnold, and, well, it kicked away towards center field. Dempster had to redirect and possibly allowing Hartley to reach third. It goes down as an RBI triple. We're tied at 1, and in steps Jacob Barfield. Here's the pitch. Takes outside on a fastball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. For Brock Hartley, his first triple of the year and the first 3-bagger for a Stomper this year. Belongs to Brock Hartley, and he picks up right where he left off last night. Here's the 1-0 to Jacob Barfield from Tyler Skinner. Curveball bends in for strike 1 as Barfield was bending the back to get out of the way of that breaking ball from Skinner, and it's a ball and a strike. So an early RBI opportunity with Hartley at third for Jacob Barfield. Here's the 1-1 pitch to him. Tops it on the ground to second softly. Biagini will field. He'll underhand flip to first, but that'll get the job done. Hartley comes in to score, and the Stompers take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second on the RBI ground out by Jacob Barfield. Ninth RBI of the year for Barfield. And that RBI for Brock Hartley was his 13th, tying him with San Rafael left fielder Jimmy Lunardelli for the league lead. Here's Daniel Molinari, only his second start of the season. 1 for 4 in his first game. That came in Napa last week. Got a knock through the right side and worked a walk. Skinner still out of the stretch. His first pitch to Molinari is a fastball on the outside for strike one. So the bases are empty with one away here in the second. The walk to Quincer and then the triple from Hartley scored him, and the RBI ground out for Barfield, and just like that, the Stompers lead it 2-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's inside, and the curveball almost got a piece of Molinari. How did it miss him? You hear a lot of the times how to get out of the way, but how did it miss him? A ball and a strike on Molinari, right-handed hitting catcher. Skinner working out of the stretch with nobody on. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He pulls the fastball across, and it's 2 balls and a strike as it missed low in the dirt. Molinari, the 5'11 catcher from Redwood City, went to Junipero Serra High School, played in the Pecos League last year. Played college in South Carolina at Limestone College. That's in Gaffney if you're familiar with the South Carolina area. Skinner steps off and wants to go through the signs one more time with Hermindo Escobar. Molinari digs back in. Skinner at the belt. Here's his 2-1 pitch. Molinari takes a curveball in the outside corner for strike 2, and that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a comfortable night here in Sonoma after the, was it 114 at first pitch last night? It felt like it. I think it was 96. That was the hottest start time of the year. Here's the 2-2. Molinari chases the curveball in the dirt. Escobar will throw down to first, and that completes the strikeout. 2 gone here in the second. Here's Rayson Romero.
Second baseman, Rayson Romero.
Romero, who went down with an injury his first game back. Romero without a batting average this year, and I'm sure in his first game back here tonight in front of the home crowd, he'd like to acquire one. 0 for his first 7. But he does have a .417 on-base percentage, drawing 5 walks. So here's Romero, the second baseman tonight for Zach Pace. First pitch from Skinner. Takes a curveball in the outside corner, and boy, that fooled Rayson Romero. Bending the back, maybe expecting it to hit him, and it broke right over the middle of the plate for strike 1. Shadows now covering most of the infield grass. The 0-1 pitch, another curveball, and that one misses, says Eric Thompson. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eric Thompson calling balls and strikes. Dean Poteet out in the field tonight. Your Pacific Association umpiring crew between the 1 and 2 teams in the Pacific Association. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A fastball yanked across again by Skinner. Having trouble with the glove side fastball. Holding on to it just too long. I mean, we're talking milliseconds too long. Difference between painting one at the knees and yanking it into the dirt. Here's the right-hander's 2-1 delivery to Romero. Curveball takes above the letters. 3 balls and a strike on Rayson Romero. Stompers wore the brand-new white homes last night. First time they were worn. Tonight, Connor Arnold chooses the navy blues. Starting pitchers, most of the time, will choose the uniforms for that night. Here's the 3-1. In tight with another curveball, and Rayson Romero works a 2-out walk. You see it a lot in the big leagues, too, the starting pitchers choosing the uniforms that night. One that comes to mind, Sonny Gray, when he was still in Oakland. Almost every time they were at home, Sonny Gray liked the yellows. liked the greens on the road. It's just a personal preference. Position players aren't really as superstitious, if you will, when it comes to routines. Yeah, as Nick Gatta steps in, he takes a fastball for a strike. Pitchers, they'll eat the same thing every day before they start. Position players go through a routine, but it's a little more lackadaisical than the one of the starting pitcher. 0-1 the count on Gatta, who bounced to third his first time up. Long pause for Skinner, the 0-1. Taken off the outside corner, a ball and a strike. One of the more interesting pregame routines that you'll hear as far as starting pitchers go is Justin Verlander's when he was in Detroit. Justin Verlander, before every start, would eat Taco Bell. We don't know why. I mean, Taco Bell? As the breaking ball misses inside. 2 balls and a strike on Gatta. It seems like one of the last things you would want to eat right before you go out for 3.5 hours and have to pitch. I don't know what it does to your stomach, but to Justin Verlander, it helped him throw 101 in the 8th inning. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Nick Gatta. That's high and away. 3 balls and a strike. Gatta leading the league in batting average. On base percentage up there as well, 639. The rare ground out for Gatta. And by rare, meaning that he didn't get on base at all. Here's the 3-1 pitch. On the outside corner for strike 2, and Eric Thompson seemed a little unsure about it as well. Gatta took a step or two out of the batter's box, and Thompson, you could see him say something with the jolt of his body immediately after the pitch, but no signal, and then he slowly gave us the strike 2 call. So the count is full, and with Romero at first, he'll get a head start, but Zutenhorst will still hold him on. Long pause for Skinner. Now the payoff, there goes Romero. It is chopped softly on the ground to second. Picked up by Biagini. He'll underhand flip to first. That'll end the inning, but the Stompers score twice. The RBI triple from Brock Hartley and the RBI ground up by Jacob Barfield. It's the Stompers 2. San Rafael 1. We go to the third. Top of the lineup due up for the Pacifics.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Top of the third inning, Stompers lead at 2-1. Dante Biagini, the leadoff man, will open this top of the third against Connor Arnold, whose first pitch is a slider on the outside corner for strike 1. Biagini bounced to Quitzer to open the ball game, who then flipped to the covering Connor Arnold. So it's 0-1. That was Biagini's first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Arnold works out of the windup. That big turn, and his slider this time misses off the outside. Arnold, who brings that leg up and spins around. facing second base with his back facing the hitter. You can clearly read the number of Connor Arnold. Here's his 1-1 pitch. Biagini squares around, takes a fastball outside. On your screen with Arnold, once he goes into that turn, you can read the S on the chest and maybe on the bill of his cap. That's how far he turns all the way around. Here it is. Here's the spin. There's the lettering, and the 2-1 is lined off the glove of Arnold. Redirects right back to Rayson Romero at second, who throws to first and over the head of Chris Quitzer. That goes into the Stomper dugout, and that'll be an error on Rayson Romero. It hit off the glove of Connor Arnold enough, and it caromed right to Rayson Romero, who didn't have to move. And his first game back, his first ground ball, and he threw it into the Stomper dugout. That allows Dante Biagini to move up to second base, and here's Raul Navarro. If you give San Rafael opportunities, or anybody really opportunities like that, likely capitalize. So now a runner in scoring position and nobody out for Raul Navarro. First pitch, Navarro squares around. It takes a fastball for strike one. Good spot for Arnold on the outside corner. We'll see what Arnold does here. If he elevates with Navarro showing bunt. A lot of the time, if you elevate, get the hitter to bring that barrel up, pop it straight up. Give your catcher a good attempt at catching the pop-up. Maybe even get a pop-up right back to you on the hill. So Biagini leads from second. Here's the 0-1 from Arnold. Slider swung on and missed. Navarro not trying to bunt that time, as he waves at the slider, and it's 0-2. Little bit of a breeze blowing toward right. Maybe even across from left to right. 0-2 the count on Raul Navarro, and a big strikeout situation for Connor Arnold. Maybe go back to that slider here, a little more off the outer edge as he steps off. Kicks off the dirt on the spikes. Cleans off the top of the rubber, and now retoes from the first base side. Looks back to second once, now twice, the 0-2. Navarro reaches for it and able to get a piece to stay alive. Still 0-2 on Raul Navarro. After getting the big swing and a miss on the slider, Arnold went back to the fastball. What will the right-hander go with here? He's thrown the changeup just once tonight. The 0-2 pitch once again. Here it is from Arnold. Slider. Fouled out of play. Navarro fighting it off and staying alive here in this at-bat, trying to move the runner over. The E4 allowed Biagini to reach, and the throw going into the dugout allowed him to go to second base. Still 0-2 on the shortstop Navarro, who hit a fly ball to DeAngelis and left his first time. Shadows making it difficult, favoring Arnold on the hill. Here's his 0-2. Shot out of play down the right field line once again. You think you park far enough away, and then a foul ball like that shoots into the parking lot, and it makes you think. I know that was over where Brett Kramer, a general manager, parked, and me as well. Park in the last row, and you think you're far enough away. Then you go out there, and the guy next to you has a spider-webbed windshield. Here's the 0-2. Slider swung on and missed. Second strikeout for Connor Arnold, one away. Big strikeout for Arnold. One out here in the third, and here's Axel Johnson. Johnson worked a walk his first time. He's driven in 7 so far this year. And an RBI opportunity for him here with the Stompers leading at 2-1 in the top of the third. Arnold trying to keep it that way. His first pitch, now an inside move towards second base, and the spike got caught on the dirt when he was trying to bring that right foot over the top of the rubber. Thankfully, you don't have to throw to second base. Inside move, he just walked it off. Here's the first pitch to Johnson, who yanks it on the ground right side. Diving stop by Quitzer. He flips to Arnold two-way. Wow, what a dazzling play by Chris Quitzer over at first base, saving a run. Sharply hit off the bat of Johnson, and Arnold with the wherewithal to get over to first base to cover. And Chris Quitzer this year has played a tremendous first base. It's not the first time that we've seen a nice diving play out of the Buffalo native, and it's not the last time. Here's Lunardelli, who singled his first time up. Biagini moves over to third base on the ground out, 2 away. Here in the top of the third, Stompers lead at 2-1. Arnold's first pitch to Lunardelli starts him with a slider that's down low. Who do you want to pitch to? Lunardelli, who's hitting .324 and is tied for the league lead in RBIs, or Corey Dempster, the man on deck, who had an RBI double off of you the first time? Arnold on 1-0 to Lunardelli. Change up in the dirt. He'll pitch to him carefully. He has a couple of bases open to work with. You don't want to walk them full, but you don't want to groove one to Lunardelli either. Here's the right-hander's 2-0 pitch. Slider stays high, 3 balls and no strikes. And so far, only 2 pitches this at-bat have been competitive from Connor Arnold. Lunardelli, who did hit 11 home runs last year, awaits the 3-0. Here it is. That's on the inside corner for strike 1. 2 so far this year for the San Rafael left fielder. Biagini at third with 2 out. Infield deep all the way around. The 3-1 pitch from Connor Arnold. Slider checks his swing, called a strike. On the pitch, not the swing by Lunardelli, so the slider caught the outer edge and the count is full. Corey Dempster's on deck, the man with the lone RBI in the game for San Rafael. Lunardelli climbs back in the right side. Will Arnold go back to that slider here, 3-2? We'll see. Slider hit in the air to left field. That's a base hit, and we're tied at 2. He went back to the slider, but hung up above the belt. Lunardelli hits it in the left, his league-leading 14th RBI. We're tied, and here's Corey Dempster. Dempster, who came in 147 batting average. His 5th RBI of the year his last time. Now he hits with Lunardelli at first. 2 out. First pitch. In for strike 1. Now that error by Romero at second is huge. Got a ground ball to open the inning and just threw it clear over everything and into the Stompers dugout. Here's Arnold's 0-1 pitch. That's on the outside corner with a fastball. Good spot for Arnold, knee height on that outside black, and it's 0-2. Arnold way ahead. Now he can play with Dempster a little bit. Maybe go with a slider here. He doesn't have to throw him anything near the strike zone. Right-hander's 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air. Shallow right. Go out is Romero. On comes Hartley, and Brock Hartley makes the catch. That ends the inning. But San Rafael ties it up on the RBI single by Jimmy Lunardelli. We're tied at 2. We go to the last of the third. Barrios, DeAngelis, Hubbard do up for the Stompers.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Bottom of the third inning here in Sonoma with the score tied at 2. Pedro Barrios will lead things off, followed by Rob DeAngelis and Andre Hubbard. Here in the bottom of the third against right-hander Tyler Skinner, 45 pitches for Skinner in the first 2 innings. Barrios worked a walk against him his first time. And Skinner, who now has continued to work out of the stretch with nobody on his first pitch. Barrios takes across the letters for strike 1. Three walks in the first 2 innings out of Skinner, and that's a little uncharacteristic when you're talking about the San Rafael pitching staff, as his 0-1 pitch to Barrios is a breaking ball in the dirt. San Rafael, who leads the league in walks allowed, only 38. It's a tight bunch at the top, though, when you're talking about walks allowed. Stompers third in the league, and they have 42, only 4 more than San Rafael. But if you lead the league in a category, it's something to be proud of. As the 1-1 pitch misses high to Barrios, 2 balls and a strike. Stompers lead in a bunch of categories on the pitching side of things, as Skinner gets ready for the 2-1 pitch. Here it is. Barrios takes a breaking ball high, 3 balls and a strike. Stompers leading. Earned runs allowed, hits allowed, strikeouts, ERA. 3-1 the count on Barrios. He stands in, bat held high, the 3-1 pitch from Skinner. Very high, and Barrios has a pair of walks in his first 2 plate appearances tonight. Barrios walked and was stranded in the first, and now the Stompers trying to get him around here in the third. Here's Rob DeAngelis. He hit a fly ball to Dempster in center, shallow center, his first time. Following DeAngelis, the big guns, Hubbard, Quitzer, Hartley, Barfield. Throw over to first. Zutenhorst has to reach way up to his left and high to keep it from going down the right field line. Barrios, who does have 2 stolen bases this year. We didn't see him run in the first inning. And Zach Pace, who doesn't like to really attempt stolen bases all that often. Here's the first pitch to DeAngelis. That's hit in the air to right, sending Johnson back. He is on the run in front of the 345 sign, and it's a 2-run shot for Rob DeAngelis. His first home run of the season. The Stompers are back on top 4-2. It's 4-2. Stompers lead on DeAngelis' first home run of the year. RBIs number 3 and 4. That home run brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family event epic at Epicenter. And here is Dondre Hubbard, who was struck out his first time against Skinner. And that has to feel good for DeAngelis. He's now extended his hit streak to 6 games. And now Derek Piles will come out, looking down toward the San Rafael bullpen. A slow walk for Piles, though nobody's up down there. Maybe he looked down there for fun. A slow walk. He'll come out to talk to Skinner. So for DeAngelis, though, only hitting .250 coming in. His first home run of the year, and as he rounded first base and it cleared the wall and right, he gave a huge fist bump. So that had to feel good for DeAngelis. A big boost of confidence for him. He was just in a big slump and a quiet 5-game hit streak coming in. You know, many people may not have known that DeAngelis had hit safely in 5 games. Will now make it 6 on that 2-run shot. Why is he hitting in the 3rd spot of the lineup? Well, he puts the Stompers back up 4-2. A long meeting on the mound is now Eric Thompson, home plate umpire, will go out and break things up. Nobody up in the San Rafael bullpen. It's 4-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the man who you'd expect to go deep will hit now against Skinner. D'Andre Hubbard, 3 home runs. 11 driven in. 11 RBIs, 3rd best in the Pacific Association. Here's Skinner's first pitch to Hubbard. Curveball starts him. That misses too far inside for ball 1. Skinner has to be careful. Hubbard's already hit a hanging curveball out this year, and it was on a 3-2 count. Here's the 1-0 to Hubbard. Curveball this time. He can't hold up. Could not check his swing, says Eric Thompson, and the count evens at 1-1. Warm night. Ball's going to carry, as shown by DeAngelis. Down to 80 degrees, and we're already a lot colder than we were when the game ended last night. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, misses outside and low. 2 balls and a strike on D'Andre Hubbard. Still a warm night, though, with a tad of a breeze on when we've had a breeze tonight, blowing across from left to right. 2 balls and a strike on Hubbard. There's the pitch from Skinner. That's hit in the air, right center field, hit well. Dempster on the run, still going back. See you later. Back-to-back home runs. The 4th of the year for Hubbard, and it's 5-2. DeAngelis and Hubbard go back-to-back off of Skinner. That home run brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family event an epic one at Epicenter. Here's Chris Quitzer. Walked and scored his first time up, and now a right-hander loosening in the bullpen for San Rafael. And Derek Piles will come out. As the right-hander's loosening quickly, they gave the little hat lift to see if he was warm. And Piles, who's going to go out and likely have a short conversation with Skinner just to give the right-hander a couple of more pitches to loosen up and make the call at the very last second. He may even wait until Eric Thompson comes out to break up the meeting. And that's exactly what he'll do, as Piles just stands on the hill with the arms crossed, looking down the left field line. And we'll have a new pitcher. And we'll have that for you when we come back. This pitching change is brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. It's the Stompers 5, San Rafael 2.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Now pitching for the San Rafael Pacific's number 15, Greg Barnett.
No, Rodriguez is 37.
What's the guy's name?
Barnett. Oh, do they have Danny as 15 on point streak? Barnett's 15.
He's not on there.
Greg Barnett. Welcome back, everybody. We're in the bottom of the third inning still. New pitcher for San Rafael is going to be the right-hander Greg Barnett at 6'5", 215 pounds, just added to the active roster. And for the right-hander, this will be the fourth game in which he's appeared this season. His second 6.35 ERA and 5 2/3. He's allowed 5 runs, 4 of them earned on 5 hits. 4 strikeouts and 2 walks, so they get to Skinner quickly tonight, and they chase him out here in the bottom of the third. So his line is not yet complete, and he only goes 2 full innings tonight. Excuse me, his line is complete.
Stepping back into the box, Chris.
2 innings, 5 runs, all earned on 3 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts for Skinner. Barnett comes in with a clean slate here in the third, though his team trailing by 3. He'll face Chris Quitzer, who worked a walk, and he came around to score his first time. Second inning in a row that Quitzer has come to the plate, and he waves at a first pitch fastball above the strike zone from Barnett, and the count is 0-1. Barnett, who hails from Anaheim, his 0-1 pitch is on the ground to third. Unknown. Fields straightens up, throws to first, 1 out here in the third. Barnett, who studied and played collegiately at the University of Science and Arts at Oklahoma, and majored in business, not science or art. It's very specific. University of Science and Arts at Oklahoma. So not the University of Oklahoma, but the University of Science and Arts in Oklahoma. Here's the first pitch to Brock Hartley, who takes a breaking ball for ball 1. Hartley grounded out, driving in a run his first time up. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He swings and misses at another breaking ball, and his helmet almost came off. He swung so hard. 2 home runs in last night's game, and he was definitely swinging for the fences in those 2 at-bats. The second of 2, as the 1-1 pitch is rolled foul at the third base line, was against Ryan Dorr, a position player. First pitch, and Hartley hit it over everything and left. Grand slam for him. First stopper grand slam of the year. Here's the 1-2, and Hartley, who had the hand up and time was called, you were never put back in play. Eric Thompson shaking his head. Greg Barnett saying, well, weren't we live? And Thompson saying, no, I never put us in play. The hand was up the whole time. Here's the 1-2 to Hartley. Curveball, broken bat, soft liner right at Navarro at short for the second out of the inning. Hartley will pick up the shards of wood. Here's Barfield.
Jacob hits a home run. Kevin Austin gets a free haircut from Trujet Barbershop.
Barfield has driven in a run already tonight. 5-2 Stompers lead here in the bottom of the third. It's been an offensive onslaught the last 2 nights. Here's the first pitch. Barfield takes a breaking ball for strike 1. 12 runs last night. 5 through 2 2/3 tonight for the Stompers offense. Here's the 0-1 from Barnett. In the air to right, that sends Johnson on the run back toward the warning track. He'll settle underneath it and make the catch. That ends the inning. Stompers score 3 times on back-to-back home runs. The 2-run shot to right field from Rob DeAngelis, his first of the year. And then Dondre Hubbard's 4th, a solo shot. It is 5-2 Stompers after 3.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the fourth inning. Armindo Escobar will lead things off. The first pitch is a drag bunt attempt down the third baseline, bunted foul, and it is 0-1. Rodriguez is 37. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Escobar. That is across the letters for our call strike 0-2. It's Escobar, Unknown, and Zutenhorst. For San Rafael here in the top of the fourth inning, and now Connor Arnold working with a 5-2 lead. Here's his 0-2 pitch to Escobar. Yanked down the left field line, and that will hook foul. Escobar, who struck out his first time, tied for the league lead in doubles with his teammate Jimmy Lunardelli. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch from right-hander Connor Arnold. In tight on Escobar, who has to go down to both knees to get out of the way. Maybe a setup pitch. See if Arnold elects to go with the slider down and away here as the right-hander works quickly. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air, left center field. That sends Hubbard back. Hit pretty well. He's at the track. He jumps. Did he bring it back? Or did it hit off the bleachers? They're signaling home run. Hubbard is sitting on his backside on the warning track in left there, continuing to signal home run. So that'll be a solo shot for Armindo Escobar. Zach Pace coming out now. And from our angle here, couldn't tell if it hit the bleachers and bounced back into the ballpark or if Hubbard actually got a piece and just couldn't come down with it. So at the moment, it's 5-3, and now Zach Pace wants to talk to Thompson and Poteet. Arnold doesn't think it's a home run as he's standing out halfway between the pitcher's mound and home plate. It's going to be hard to bring this one back with Poteet and Thompson, who both agreed on the call initially. Zach Pace has a little, looked like a notepad that he brought out of his pocket. Now Derek Piles wants an explanation, and Pace is going to make sure that his center fielder's okay. So right now it's 5-3 after Armindo Escobar's second home run of the year. Pace, so the light jog just beyond second base. Hubbard in center field. Came up a little with a little limp favoring one of his legs, it looked like. Says he's okay. He'll send Pace back to the dugout. And well, Zach Pace is on his way back to the dugout. Let's take a look around the league. There are other games being played tonight. We're going to try to, at least. Technology not working with us tonight. Hubbard is now sitting on the grass in center. Stretching out his left leg now is Brock Hartley. No home run, they say. They're saying Escobar hit out of turn. And on our scorecard, at least, we have it as it was Escobar's turn to hit. And they're going to say that it should have been the 8 hitter. That, at least by our record tonight, is not correct. But it'll take a run off the board. So we had Corey Dempster flying to right field to end the third inning, which would have had Armindo Escobar's spot in the lineup due up, and he hits a solo home run, and now they're saying, no, it should have been Zutenhorst. That's what Zach Pace was coming out of the dugout for, and he was saying that they batted out of order. They checked something. They didn't check with the official score, which would be us up here, and I'm just about as confused as everybody else, and probably you at home watching. So right now we have Zutenhorst hitting, but the one thing that's interesting is San Rafael has already hit one time through the lineup in the order that we had previously had written down. And I'd like to see the lineup card that Zach Pace and Derek Piles have, because this is just, they say that you go to the ballpark every night and you'll see something new, and this is definitely something new. I'm as about as confused as I've been in a long time. So do we have an out? We're still trying to figure everything out here, folks. We apologize for the confusion, though. We are just as confused as you. So we're trying to, you guys are watching Eric Thompson, the home plate umpire, on your screen, and we're trying to read the lips of him from way up here in the booth. And so we have an out. They say Taylor Zutenhorst is hitting, but Micah Known is in the 7th spot of the lineup, so this is definitely never had this happen before. Hitting out of order, yes, but I've also been on the same page with the out of order. I have Armindo Escobar as leading off this inning, and so does Brett Kramer, our general manager, who's also running point streak tonight. There's no way if we both have the same thing, there's no way we miss 2 batters. The interesting thing is that San Rafael has already batted once through the lineup tonight in this order, which doesn't make any sense. So now instead of where did Micah Known's at bat go? We don't know. So now we have one out on, and Escobar is out, but they're going to go all the way down to Zutenhorst to hit here in the fourth.
Mike and Owen at bat must get skipped, and Amino Escobar's labeled it's out, and then we go 8-9-1, and Unknown must be batting in front of Escobar. That's got to be right.
First pitch to Zutenhorst is swung on and missed, strike one. So we officially have nobody on, one out. Escobar is out. Somehow we skip Mike Unknown's at bat and go straight to Taylor Zutenhorst. And if I had an answer, I would tell you. Here's a ground ball to Romero at second. He redeems himself on a throw to first. So 2 away. Cody Bishop coming up. Bishop bounced to first his first time up. And this has just been the craziest half inning I think I've ever seen. That might be an exaggeration. But definitely the most confused I've been during a half an inning. Here's the first pitch to Bishop. It's taken in the dirt. Fastball owns. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, it favors Connor Arnold on the hill, so he's not too upset about it as his fastball misses high and away.
Must have not have caught it the first time around, and then the second time they batted out of order. Yeah, he got out.
So now we're wondering, is our scorecard wrong? Here's the 2-0 pitch to Bishop. That's flared out of play. So we may have everything wrong from the 6 through the 9 hitter up here. Two balls and a strike on Cody Bishop, the designated hitter, with 2 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, called a strike. It's 2-2. Now, the lineup that we took a picture of is not the same as the lineup that was handed in by Derek Piles to Eric Thompson. They're 2 different lineup cards that you have to fill out. Now, we're certain that the one that we have was written down correctly. That was the big one hanging up in the dugout. But the little pocket-sized one that Piles has to turn in, we never saw. It may be different, and it could be possible that the Pacifics were batting in the order of the lineup that was listed in the dugout, which is the one that we took a photo of. So we have no way to know what the lineup is that Derek Piles handed in, as Cody Bishop's down on strikes. That ends the inning. A 1-2-3 inning in the most uncharacteristic way you may ever see. We go to the last of the 4th. 8-9-1 hitters coming up.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
I guess we'll see. I don't know. Welcome back, everybody. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning here in Sonoma. It'll be Daniel Molinari, Rayson Romero, and then the top of the order, Nick Gatta, here in the fourth inning. New catcher for San Rafael is Ryan Dick. Escobar, we think, may have been ejected for arguing that call. And so much went down in that half inning that nobody was really looking at Escobar. We were looking at Thompson, Poteet, Pace, Hubbard, and Escobar, who got a little wordy, no longer in the game. In Vallejo, though, the Admirals and the Stockade are tied 1-1. That game in the bottom of the second. First pitch to Daniel Molinari is a fastball that skips in. One ball and no strikes on Molinari. Here's the pitch. That's very high with a fastball, 2-0. Still getting an official ruling on the play in the previous inning and why Escobar is no longer in the game as Molinari swings and misses. It's 2-1. So we still are unsure about the San Rafael lineup as far as the 6 through 9 hitters go. But if you bat out of order, you're taken out of the game. That is a rule. Connor Wackerman, the assistant general manager for San Rafael, is informing us as Molinari hits a ball in the air to right field. That's caught by Johnson easily for out number 1. So Dick is now in the game catching. Here's Rayson Romero, who walked his first time up. Still no batting average for Romero, but he has worked 6 walks, as that on-base percentage is well above 400. First pitch to Rayson Romero from Greg Barnett, the right-hander. Way inside with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. So it was a home run. It did clear the fence, at least. We were talking about that initially, if it was a home run or a double, or if it went over, if it hit the wall, or if Hubbard got a piece of it, as it's 2-0. But then the rest of the aftermath unfolded, and, well, that became a second thought. 2 balls and no strikes on Rayson Romero. The pitch from Barnett. Hit high down the left field line and well out of play. Two balls and a strike on Rayson Romero. Leadoff man Nick Gatta is on deck. A gorgeous night here tonight as we're in the home half of the fourth. The 2-1 pitch. Line to left field, and Romero has his first hit of the season. Rayson Romero has a batting average. He's now 1 for 8, but he has a batting average. And that's got to feel good for the Hawaii native. Here's Gatta. Grounded out twice so far. Once to second, once to third. Gatta, who's reached base in 6 games in a row. Hits with Romero at first. And 1 out. Here's the pitch from Barnett. On the outside corner for strike 1. So the only change is Ryan Dick, who has come in to catch. 0-1 the count on Gatta, the left-handed hitter. Long pause for Barnett. Here's the 0-1, and that's on the ground left side through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Romero steps on the brakes around second. Back-to-back 1-out singles for the Stompers, and now here comes Pedro Barrios. Barrios, who has walked twice tonight, scored one of those times. And now he has an RBI situation here. He's only hit with runners in scoring position 1 time this year. Did not get a hit in that at-bat, but now another opportunity with Romero at second and Gata at first with just one out here in the fourth. Stompers lead at 5-2. Here's Barnett's first pitch. That's on the inside corner, says Thompson, for strike one. Outfield is straight away for Barrios, who's not much of a threat to leave the ballpark. Maybe if he yanks one down the left field line. Here's the 0-1. Way outside. Ball into strike. It's only 310 feet down that left field line with a short wall about 5 feet high. So if Barrios yanks one down there, there's a chance. But Barrios is a guy who never really hits the ball above 15 feet off the ground. Barnett looks to second 3 times the 1-1. It's a breaking ball taken for a strike. It's 1-2. Now on the pitch, Romero bluffed the steal, took a couple of hard steps toward third, and may have confused Barrios at the plate. Good speed on the bases. 1-2, the count on Barrios, who digs back in. Barnett set. Biagini works away from the bag. The 1-2 is well outside. That's in the dirt. Dick with a backhanded step. He throws to third, and it is in time. Rayson Romero retired on the ball in the dirt. Dick backhanded. He didn't get it cleanly, but quickly picked it up. 2-5 on the put out. Two balls and 2 strikes now on Barrios after the pitch was in the dirt. Gotta stayed at first on the play. Now 2 out. Here's the pitch. That is taken high and in. The count is full. Rob DeAngelis is on deck, and he's feeling it tonight. Homered his last time. The count is full. Zutenhorst continues to hold on Gata at first base. He'll get a head start, but not as much of a head start. The payoff pitch to Barrios. Flared down the right field line and out of play. Count still full on Pedro Barrios. Back-to-back one-out singles, and then Romero thrown out at third, trying to advance on a ball in the dirt. Throw back over to first base, and Gata back standing up. Interesting that they still hold Gata on with a full count and 2 outs. But he can move over at first base. Here's the payoff pitch. That's called strike 3 on the outside corner. Barrios took a breaking ball. That ends the inning. Stompers can't score. They get 2 hits and strand a base runner. We go to the 5th. Top of the order coming up for San Rafael.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
baseman
Dante Biagini will lead things off for San Rafael here in the top of the 5th inning. Stompers lead it 5-2. First pitch from Connor Arnold to open the 5th is a fastball off the outside for ball 1. Biagini's reached one time tonight. He's 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the 3rd by Romero over at second base. One of the 2 Pacifics to score tonight. Here's the 1-0 from Arnold. On the outside corner of the fastball, 1-1. Arnold, who got some help in the 4th. San Rafael batting out of order. A free out and a run wiped off the board. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slider in for strike 2. Arnold with just one more inning needed to have fulfilled enough innings to be eligible for the win tonight if we get that far. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Dante Biagini. On the ground, right side, 2-hopper to Quitzer, who fields the high second bounce, chest high, runs over, steps on first, 1 away. We're back here tomorrow night as the Vallejo Admirals are in town. And then once again on Friday night, welcoming the Salina Stockade back to Arnold Field. And that will end the 4-game homestand. Vallejo and Salina tied 1-1 in the top of the 3rd inning, that game being played at Wilson Park in Vallejo. Here's Raul Navarro, the shortstop. He takes a first pitch changeup from Connor Arnold for strike 1. He changed up on him there. Navarro gives a little stare out to Arnold. Hasn't seen the changeup yet tonight. Now here's the right-hander's 0-1 delivery. Fastball in the outside corner, and he's way ahead 0-2. Navarro's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout tonight. Arnold now taking his time on 0-2. The right-hander, quick pitches. The slider misses downstairs. First quick pitch we've seen out of Arnold tonight, feeling a little more comfortable here in the 5th. You see that big high leg kick in the turn inside towards second base, showing the hitter the number. That time, absolutely no leg kick, almost like a slide step out of the windup. Here's the 1-2. Slider broken bat. 4-hopper to Quitzer, who fields, flips to Arnold. 2 away. Navarro will need a new bat his next time up. Here's Axel Johnson. Big lefty Johnson. 0 for 1, he bounced to first. Walked and scored in the 1st inning. Nobody on, 2 away here in the 5th. First pitch to Johnson. Slider on the outside corner from Arnold, 0-1. DeAngelis, Hubbard, Hartley outfield left to right. Barfield, Barrios, Romero, Quitzer. With Molinari behind the plate for the 2nd time this year. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Arnold. High and away. Arnold, who went 5 in his first start. Pitch count a little more friendly to him tonight, at least up until this point. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's high and away with a fastball. These two teams, the 2 best in the league to this point. San Rafael comes in 7-2. Stompers 5-3. And 1 game over 500 here at home to open the season. Arnold's 2-1 pitch. Slider in for strike 2. Johnson thought about it but took at the belt. Right side of the infield very deep. Right center field gap open for Johnson with Hubbard shading slightly toward left center field. Arnold kicks. Here's his 2-2 pitch to Johnson. Popped up left side out of play. (5-2) Stompers lead top of the 5th. Johnson digs back in. Here's the 2-2 from Connor Arnold. Lined into center field. Hubbard on his way back. He'll make the catch. A 1-2-3 5th for Connor Arnold. We're halfway home here tonight. 3, 4, 5 spots coming up for the Stompers, who lead it 5-2.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Bottom of the 5th inning, everybody. Halfway through tonight's ballgame run-up, DeAngelis will lead things off. DeAngelis, part of that 3-run third inning, a 2-run shot. It was his first home run of the year to straightaway right. Helping knock Tyler Skinner out of the game. Now he'll face Greg Barnett in his third inning of relief here tonight. Nobody up in the San Rafael bullpen. Barnett works out of the windup. His first pitch is outside for ball 1. DeAngelis 1 for 2 with that 2-run home run. He went back-to-back with Hubbard, who's on deck back in that third inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Barnett. That's chopped foul up the first baseline. It's 1-1. Stompers, who lead the league in home runs and runs batted in, now that home run total up to 12. So amongst the best on the offense in the Pacific Association this year. Second in runs scored, doubles, and batting average coming into tonight. DeAngelis climbs back in the left side, the 1-1 pitch. On the outside corner for strike 2. DeAngelis, Hubbard, Quitzer in the bottom of the 5th for Zach Pace and the Stompers. Here's the 1-2 from Barnett. DeAngelis chases a changeup in the dirt, blocked by Dick. The throw down to first in time to complete the strikeout. 1 away. That brings up Dondre Hubbard. Hubbard homered his first time. His 4th home run of the year. That leads the league. He was tied with teammates Jacob Barnfield and Brock Hartley. The 3 of them all had 3 home runs coming in, and now Hubbard separates himself from the pack. Here's the first pitch. It's upstairs for ball 1. Majority of the infield in the shadow now. Hitters won't have a problem seeing it out of the hand of Greg Barnett, but the backdrop still lit up here at Arnold Field. Here's the 1-0. Line to center field. That's a 1-out single for Dondre Hubbard. Second hit of the night. He's at first base. Here's Chris Quitzer. So with the mountains and straightaway in center field still lit up a bit from the sun, it may be a little bit harder to see the spin. The ball is in the dark, but with a light background, making it tougher. Either all light, all dark, or the ideal is field in the sunshine and a big dark background in center field, but not the case here. as Chris Quitzer stands in. First pitch from Barnett. Outside with a fastball. Quitzer chopped to third his last time up. Walked and scored in the second inning. 2 in the second, 3 in the third for the Stompers tonight. Barnett on 1-0. Misses inside with a fastball to Quitzer. He's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. San Rafael 1 in the first and 1 in the third. Big backs in the lineup now with Quitzer and Hartley and Barfield. With 1 out, a 2-0 pitch. Quitzer checks his swing on a ball in the dirt. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Three and 0 the count on Quitzer with Hubbard at first base after the single right back up the middle. Barnett set, the 3-0. Quitzer takes inside, ball 4. First and second with just 1 out for Brock Hartley. Trying to add to the RBI total, in which he has 13. The RBI triple his first time up tonight. Hartley with a runner in scoring position here. And on the season, 364 for Brock Hartley with runners in scoring position. He's driven in 9. He's homered twice in similar situations. Long look to Hubbard at second base, and now a spin, and he bluffs the throw back to second. Hubbard at second, Quitzer at first, single and then the walk. 1 out. There's the pitch to Hartley. Chases the fastball well above the strike zone. Neck high, at least. Trying to hit another home run there. And Hartley expanding here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 0-1. This is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Hartley. He's 1 for 2 with that RBI triple. That's the one and only triple by a Stomper this year. He went to right center to score a run. Good speed on the bases. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hartley hits it in the air, left center field. Moving over is Dempster. Going back is Lunardelli. It is Lunardelli who makes the catch. Turns and fires to third. Hubbard tagging up the throw in time. What a throw by Lunardelli in left. That doubles up Hubbard, and the inning is over. We're through 5. It's the Stompers 5, San Rafael 2. 4, 5, 6 spots due up when we return.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the 6th inning. It's the Stompers 5, San Rafael 2. Well, we're under the impression that it's Jimmy Lunardelli, Corey Dempster, and then Mike Unknown. That's what we think. It was Armindo Escobar. And, well, Dick has come in his spot in the lineup, but we're not necessarily 100% sure on which order they are batting here in the 6th as Connor Arnold steps off. But we will find out soon enough. Here's the first pitch to Lunardelli. Starts him with a slider that stays above the letters for ball 1.
The next two will be interesting. Yeah, Dempster's on deck.
This pitch will be number 80 out of the right-hander. Here it is to Lunardelli. Fastball swung on and missed. Pitch got a little high for Arnold, but a lot better than what we've seen out of the starters this year. Here's Arnold on 1-1. The slider is fouled softly down the left field line. It's 1-2. Connor Arnold and Henry Omania are the only starters to go at least 5. Omania went 5 in his last start in Napa. Arnold went 5 in his first start here, and now working on the top of the 6th inning. Stomper team who only 3 guys in the pen to be used tonight. They have the 2 lefties down there, Browning and Larita, but they both pitched last night and are not on the lineup card today. Zach Pace doesn't want to use him if he doesn't have to. Here's the 1-2. Lunardelli late on the fastball, and he fouls it straight back. One ball and 2 strikes on Jimmy Lunardelli, who has a pair of singles so far tonight. One of them an RBI single. Here's the pitch from Connor Arnold. Fouled on the third base line. Lunardelli, the one guy that Arnold has yet to retire tonight. He'd love to do so here to open the 6th. Lunardelli giving a strong battle. What will Arnold go with here? The 1-2 pitch. A long pause at the top. A slider is topped down the right field line. And Lunardelli just doing everything he can to stay alive. So far, he's spoiled 3 good pitches out of Connor Arnold, who is having to work hard. First at bat of this 6th inning, the 1-2 pitch once again from Arnold. Elevates the fastball. Lunardelli does not chase, and it's 2-2. So we know for certain that Corey Dempster's on deck. After that, your guess is as good as ours, probably. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slider misses, and the count is full. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat to Jimmy Lunardelli from Connor Arnold. Here's the payoff pitch. Called strike 3 at the knees. 1 away here in the 6th. Arnold went with a fastball, spotted it across the hollow of the knee. Lunardelli punched out for the first out here in the 6th. And Mike Unknown has come into the on-deck circle, so that does confirm the question that we had tonight on what lineup San Rafael was going with. So we're assuming that Ryan Dick, who came in for Armindo Escobar, will go into the 7th spot as the first pitch to Corey Dempster is a fastball that skips in the dirt. One out. Here in the 6th, the 1-0 pitch to Dempster. Cross the letters for strike 1. Nobody up in the Stompers bullpen. It's very quiet. Arnold, who's dealing so far tonight. Now time called, and a tennis ball had come onto the field. We'll get that cleaned up. Here's the 1-1 from Arnold to Dempster. Chopped foul at home plate, and it's 1-2. 6:05 tomorrow night against the Vallejo Admirals, and then once again on Friday night against the Salina Stockade. Both nights, Little Leaguers still back here at Arnold Field. We had some Little Leaguers today, and boy, they had some pretty good arms on them both throughout the first pitch here today. The quick pitch from Arnold is a slider that misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's always fun when the kids get to throw out the first pitch, and it's even more fun to see their face after they throw a strike. Here's the 2-2 to Corey Dempster. Reaches out and yanks it into left field for a base hit. Dempster with his second hit of the night. And here comes Mike Anone.
Now batting third baseman Mike Anone.
Anone grounded back to Arnold on the hill. His first time up. He was skipped, in which would have been his second time to the plate, but Rafael hit out of order. And we know how that story ended. The home run called back. Here's the first pitch. There goes Dempster. The pitch is high and away. Throw down to second from Molinari. Skips in, and Barrios, doing all he could to keep the ball from going to center field, could not apply the tag. Stolen base for Corey Dempster. One ball and no strikes on Mike Anone. Anone, who has driven into this year the left-handed hitter. Dempster at second with plenty of speed, as we just witnessed after the stolen base. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Arnold. A good changeup in across the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Arnold looks to second twice, the 1-1 pitch. Anone yanks it down the right field line. It's hooking, and that is 2 feet foul as it one hops off the wall. Anone gave it a ride. Long strike, and it's a ball and 2 strikes on Mike Anone. Ryan Dick, who's in the on-deck circle, hands the bat back to Anone. Anone digs back in a 1-2 count with Dempster at second and 1 away. Long looking for Arnold, who now steps off the back of the rubber and kicks some dirt out from in front of the pitching slab. Most of the field in the shadows now. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to right. That sends Hartley racing back toward the wall. It is off the top of the wall. Hartley gets it in quickly. Anone digging for second. Nobody is there. The throw from Romero goes past the second base bag and over to Jacob Barfield at third. Boy, Corey Dempster was ready to head home before he put on the brakes as the throw came in quickly. Anone has a double, but a miscue defensively. They were double cutting, I guess, for the throw home. And all of a sudden, San Rafael has second and third with 1 out, as pitching coach Mike Nunez will make his way out to the mound. Danny Molinari came out for a visit, and now Nunez is going to talk to his catcher Molinari and Connor Arnold. The second and third 1 out. Stompers lead it 5-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Little League night the rest of the week here at Arnold Field, as Marshall Schill gets up and starts throwing in the Stompers bullpen. Tomorrow night against the Vallejo Admirals, and then Friday night against the Salina Stockade. 6:05 first pitch here at Arnold Field. Bring your Little Leaguers out. It's a gorgeous night here tonight. It was 85 degrees at first pitch, and it's cooled down to 76. And I think I can say with full confidence that the temperature right now is the coolest it's been in Sonoma at any hour in the last 3 days. Marshall Schill tossing in the Stompers bullpen as you see the Sidewinder. Mound visit is complete. Everybody goes back to their position.
Catcher Ryan Dick.
Here's Ryan Dicht. Dicht, who has not had a bat this year yet, takes a fastball from Arnold across the chest for strike one. It's Dempster at third, Unknown at second after the double. Long look in for Arnold, who's now center of the belt. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Broken bat, soft liner on one hop to short. Barrios Fields, he'll look home, throw to first to record the out. He thought about going home, but smartly threw across the infield, so it's an RBI ground out for Ryan Dicht in his first at-bat of the year. It's now 5-3 Stompers lead, and here's Taylor Zutenhorst. Zutenhorst is 1 for 2. He singled his first time, bounced to second in the fourth inning. Left-handed hitter. As Hubbard in center shifts over for him to pull. Here's the first pitch from Arnold. Fastball in the outside corner, called a strike knee high, and Zutenhorst doesn't like the call. Turns around and says something to Eric Thompson, home plate umpire. Arnold now taking his time here in the sixth inning. Here's the 0-1. Change up in the dirt. Ball and a strike on Taylor Zutenhorst. Molinari has something in his eye as Thompson will now go out in front of home plate, clean it off, giving Molinari some time to get whatever was in his eye out. Pitch was in the dirt, so the likely candidate is a piece of dirt in the eye of Danny Molinari. 1 ball and 1 strike on Taylor Zutenhorst with a runner at second and 2 out. And a 5-3 Stompers lead. Here's the pitch. That swung on and missed. One and 2 on Zutenhorst with 2 outs. And Mike Unknown at second. Arnold set, trying to get out of this sixth inning, allowing only the 1 run. Here's the pitch. That swung on and missed, strike 3. Arnold, his 5th strikeout of the ball game, and that ends the top of the 6th. So we go to the home half of the inning. Bottom third of the lineup, Barfield, Molinari, Romero due up for the Stompers.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve
We're in the bottom of the sixth inning here in Sonoma. Jacob Barfield will lead things off. Greg Barnett back out there for his fourth inning tonight. Barfield 0 for 2. He did drive in a run on a ground ball earlier in the game, a ground out. Here's the first pitch from Barnett. He hits it in the air to left, but right at Lunardelli, who catches the sinking liner for out number one. So one pitch, one out here in the sixth. Here's Danny Molinari. Molinari is 0 for 2 tonight in a 5-3 game in the sixth. Stompers just a game and a half back of San Rafael, who's 7-2. Stompers 5-3. First pitch to Molinari is flared out of play. Two best teams facing off here at Arnold Field tonight. They're in the top of the fourth inning in Vallejo, with the Admirals leading the Stockade 4-2. The 0-1 pitch to Molinari is a breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Stompers catcher. Nobody up in the bullpen for... Actually, both bullpens have a right-hander loosening. Right-hander for San Rafael and Marshall Schill up for the Stompers. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Molinari. He checks on a slider that misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Lights are on. Whole field shaded now as the sun continues to go away. Just the tip top of the mountaintops in straightaway center lit up by the sun. Here's the 2-1. Molinari hits it high down the left field line. That says Lunardelli toward the corner. He's at the wall. He leaps and it is gone. First home run of the season for Daniel Molinari, and the Stompers lead at 6-3. Stompers came in leading the league in home runs at 12, and they have hit 3 tonight. That home run is brought to you by Epicenter. So Molinari with his first home run with the club this year on a sky-scraping fly ball to left. So here's Rayson Romero. He's 1 for 1 with a single tonight. He's also added a walk. 6-3 in the sixth. The Stompers lead it. First pitch to Romero is yanked foul down the third base line. 0-1 the count on Romero. Gata, the leadoff man, is on deck. Here's the 0-1. High and away on Romero. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stompers have answered each run that San Rafael has scored tonight. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Romero. Takes a breaking ball outside and low, 2-1. San Rafael scored 1 in the top of the first. The Stompers responded with 2 in the second. Then 1 in the top of the third for San Rafael. And the Stompers answered again with 3 in the bottom half of that inning. Here's the 2-1. Romero swings and misses. It's 2-2. And then San Rafael with a run in the top half of the inning. And Molinari answers it with a solo shot to left. 2-2 the count on Rayson Romero. Barnett works out of the windup. Now he'll step off the back of the rubber. Reset. Dick goes through the signs one more time. They can't agree. Now they do. The 2-2. Romero down on strikes. Good breaking ball from Greg Barnett. His third strikeout. 2 away and back to the top of the lineup for Nick Gatta. First pitch to Nick Gatta is taken for ball one as Eric Thompson tried to corral that ball in the dirt. The count is 1 ball and no strikes on Gatta, who's 1 for 3. Here's the 1-0. Outside. Gatta, with a single in the 4th inning, has now reached base in all 9 games this year. Here's the 2-0. Hits it in the air to right. Moving over, Johnson takes a couple of steps in. That ends the inning. The Stompers had a run on the Daniel Molinari solo home run to left. We're through 6 full. It's the Stompers 6, San Rafael 3. 9-1-2 spots due up for the Pacifics when we come back in the top of the 7th.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the 7th inning. Cody Bishop will lead things off against new pitcher right-hander Marshall Schill. First man out of the bullpen for Zach Pace tonight. The sidewinder slider is popped out of play off to the left. So Connor Arnold, 102 pitches, 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned on 6 hits. He walks 1 and strikes out 5. And so Marshall Schill, the 6-foot, 195-pound right-hander from Cottonwood, Arizona, is 0-1 pitch to Bishop. Line right back up the middle, and watch your lips. Schill watched it zip by his head. Leadoff single for Cody Bishop. Here's Dante Biagini, and for Schill coming in this year, this will be the 3rd game in which he's appeared. In 4 innings, he's allowed 3 runs on 5 hits. He struck out a pair. So the leadoff single, and now Biagini swings and misses at the two-seamer, and the count is 0-1. Just Schill, Richardson, Cox. For Zach Pace in the bullpen tonight. The 0-1. Hit in the air down the left field line. Out of play, 0-2. Leadoff single for Cody Bishop, right back up the middle. Missed the head of Marshall Schill by maybe a foot. Maybe 2. 0-2 the count on the leadoff man, Biagini, with Bishop at first base. Nobody out, top of the 7th. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, threw the fastball right by him. Schill's a guy with that sidearm delivery that fools you a little bit. The velocity sneaks up on you. You don't expect him to come at you high 80s, though he does. 87-91 with the fastball, slider, and a changeup. Here's Raul Navarro. He's 0 for 3. First pitch. Slider popped up. First base side, foul territory. Quits are over. Backpedaling. He makes the catch. Wow, that was a lot trickier than Quitzer had anticipated. He makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Axel Johnson. Axel 0 for 2. Leadoff single for Bishop. Strikeout in the pop-up. Here's the big lefty Johnson. Marshall Schill out of the stretch. With 2 away, his first pitch to Johnson, a slider in for strike 1. Marshall Schill, who idolized Randy Johnson growing up, being from Cottonwood, Arizona, a Diamondbacks fan. Johnson, another guy with that high 3/4 release, not as far down in the sidearm delivery as Schill. Here's the 0-1. That's inside. It goes all the way to the backstop and up to second base. Goes Cody Bishop. That's a wild pitch. 1-1 the count. Bishop at second, runner in scoring position for San Rafael. Stompers lead at 6-3. The top of the 7th. These two teams, the top 2 teams in the league entering tonight. Schill looks to second. Here's the 1-1. Way outside, it bounces right back to Molinari, and Bishop started to third, then retreated after the hard carom off the backstop. We saw some control problems out of Schill and Vallejo last week, and it completely missed the padding behind home plate. The padding is 15, 20 feet wide, maybe. You can see it on your screen, the padding right behind home plate, and Schill just missed the whole thing. Just a bit outside, as the great Bob Euchre would say. 2-1 the count. Schill set. The pitch to Johnson. Slider swung on and missed. Sliders look good from Schill. And the elevated fastball when he's not trying to paint the outside corner or the first base dugout. Only 2-2. Barely any wind tonight. Ball is flying tonight. Schill set. Trying for a scoreless 7th. Here's his 2-2 pitch. It is high and tight on Johnson, and the count is full. Jimmy Lunardelli's on deck. Bishop at second after the leadoff single, and he advanced on the wild pitch. Count is full. 2 out. 6-3 Stompers lead top of the 7th. Shill's payoff pitch. Slider hit in the air, right center field. That sends Hubbard on the run. That's deep. He's still on the run. He looks up, and it one hops off the wall. Scoring easily, Cody Bishop, and Axel Johnson has a 2-out RBI double. It's now just 6-4. Schill surrenders the RBI double. That brings up Jimmy Lunardelli, who's 2 for 3 with an RBI single tonight. The name of the game has been responding to runs put up by the other side, and both teams have been responding tonight. As a right-hander loosens in the San Rafael bullpen, nobody up for the Stompers. First pitch to Lunardelli. Slider hangs up and away. Lunardelli's last time struck out on the 9th pitch of the at-bat from Connor Arnold. A called strike 3 at the knees. Schill on 1-0. Broken bat, bleeder, softly hit towards second. Romero will field on the infield grass, flick to first, and that ends the inning. Schill limits the damage, but San Rafael scores once on an RBI double off the bat of Axel Johnson. We go to the home half of the 7th. Stretch time here in Sonoma. Barrios, DeAngelis, Hubbard coming up.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Welcome back, everybody. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning here at Arnold Field. 2, 3, 4 spots coming up for the Stompers against new pitcher Alex Rodriguez. So Barnett goes 4 innings, allows 1 run on 4 hits, strikes out 3, walks 1. For Alex Rodriguez, this will be the 5th game in which he's appeared this year with a 4.26 ERA. In 6 1/3, he's allowed 3 runs on 6 hits. He struck out 6 and walked 2. He'll face Pedro Barrios, Rob DeAngelis, and Dondre Hubbard, 2, 3, 4. And for Greg Barnett, 101 pitches in relief. 4 innings for him tonight. 45 out of Skinner, or make that 58 out of Skinner. .101 for Barnett. So here's Barrios, 0 for 1, called out on strikes. He's walked twice and scored a run as Rodriguez misses outside with ball 1. He has that low arm angle to sidearm release too as Ryan Richardson starts to throw in the Stompers bullpen and the fastball misses outside. So we've seen a couple of different arm angles from Rodriguez while he was warming up, and so far 2 different arm angles this inning on 2 pitches. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. He comes over the top, and it's 3-0. So 3 different arm angles and 3 balls. So Rodriguez trying to find the arm angle that works. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Barrios. Leadoff walk. It almost got him. Here's Rob DeAngelis. 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer, and now Derek Piles will come out. He'll have a mound visit after a 4-pitch walk. Open the inning to Pedro Barrios. Piles with the arms crossed. Talking to Alex Rodriguez. Back here tomorrow night. 4-game homestand. We're right smack in the middle of it. Vallejo's in the house tomorrow, and then Salina on Friday before an off day Saturday. In Vallejo for an afternoon game on Sunday to round out the week. 5 games for the Stompers this week, 4 at home. Friendly confines here at Arnold Field. So it's DeAngelis with Barrios at first base, nobody out in the 7th. Stompers lead 6-4 and looking for some added insurance. DeAngelis digs in. First pitch from right-hander Alex Rodriguez is high and away. 5 straight balls to start the inning. DeAngelis ready at anything in the strike zone. Here's the 1-0. Soft changeup from the sidearm angle, misses away. The 8th will belong to Richardson. Here's the 2-0. DeAngelis offers at the 2-0 breaking ball, and it's fouled out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Won't see much velocity out of Alex Rodriguez. DeAngelis just trying to stay back on something and pick up the arm angle early from Rodriguez. Here's his 2-1 pitch off the outer part of the plate. Three and 1 the count on DeAngelis. The only real strike that Rodriguez has thrown, DeAngelis offered at and fouled it away. Little look to first where Barrio is. The 3-1 pitch is ball 4 off the outside corner. So back-to-back walks opens the inning. Will Piles come out to keep this from getting ugly?
Center fielder Dondre Hubbard.
And Hubbard's not a guy that you want to just throw junk to, because if you do hang one in the strike zone, Hubbard can make you pay. Nobody up for San Rafael in the bullpen. Hubbard, who has homered already tonight, he's 2 for 3. He digs in against Rodriguez. First pitch. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Hubbard looks to the stars and looking for an answer. Rodriguez will come at him with a bunch of different arm angles. Hubbard sitting on one pitch. Here's the 0-1. Squared around. Throw back to first, not in time. One and one the count on Dondre Hubbard. Hitting with first and second, nobody out. 300 batting average this year for Hubbard. He's driven in 11. He has a double and 2 home runs with runners in scoring position early on this season. Here's the 1-1. He looked like he was going to square around again, but he took outside. Mike Annone at third base, still a step behind the bag, hasn't come in. Now he'll take a few steps. Nope. He'll stay even with the bag at third. Hubbard can run pretty well. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's hit in the air to left center field. Hubbard will stand and watch it fly. A 3-run shot, and it's 9-4. Hubbard's second home run of the game, his 5th of the year.
Home run brought to you by Dondre Hubbard and Epicenter.
3-run shot off the bat of Dondre Hubbard. That home run is brought to you by Epicenter. The Stompers with their 4th home run of the night. Hubbard has cracked it open 9-4, his 2nd home run tonight. He has 4 RBIs on the night. Here's Chris Quitzer. Stompers continue to launch baseballs out of the yard here at Arnold Field. As Hubbard cleared everything in left center, the first pitch to Quitzer, he takes high and inside for ball 1. Quitzer's looking to get his now. 0 for 1 tonight. He does have a pair of home runs on the year, but still hitting under 200. Quitzer takes on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. If Quitzer gets something up in the zone here, especially something soft, he'll turn on it. The 1-1 pitch. Soft but inside. 2-1 the count. Quitzer's walked twice, scored. Bounced to third. The 2-1 pitch. Very high with a fastball, 3 balls and a strike. 2 walks open the inning. The Dondre Hubbard 3-run blast. Rodriguez still working from the stretch. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. That's been a recipe for a disaster for Rodriguez here in this inning. 2 walks open the inning, then the home run. Now a walk to Quitzer, and here's Brock Hartley, who will be looking to get something up in the zone, and we'll see some big swings out of Hartley. A right-hander's up in the San Rafael bullpen. Now Dick will jog out. Brock Hartley, who had 7 RBIs in last night's game. Dondre Hubbard coming for that tonight, and now Derek Piles will come out of the dugout, and he'll make a change as this pitching change is brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. A right-hander out of the bullpen for San Rafael. Rodriguez can't get it out. He allows 3 runs. It's a Stompers 9, the Pacifics 4 here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice. We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Welcome back, everybody. We're still in the bottom of the 7th here on KSVY. Forrest Hunt with you. Glad you're joining us. Here tonight, it's a 9-4 Stomper lead. It'll be Brock Hartley against new pitcher, right-hander Christian Herrera, the 6'3", 200-pounder out of Moreno Valley. In his first game with San Rafael, inherits a base runner over at first and nobody out here in the 7th. First pitch to Hartley is a breaking ball. That stays low for ball 1. 3 walks out of Alex Rodriguez. Doesn't record an out. The 3-run shot by Dondre Hubbard. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Right-hander out of the stretch with Quitzer at first. Nobody out. The 2-0 pitch. Hartley a big swing on the 2-0. Fastball, and it is 2-1. The Stockade have taken a 7-5 lead over the Vallejo Admirals. That game just in the top of the 5th over at Wilson Park in Vallejo. 9-4 ball game here. Stompers on top. Here's the 2-1 to Hartley. There goes Quitzer. He takes in the dirt, and a great jump and a great pitch to go on for Chris Quitzer. That's a stolen base. For Chris, his first stolen base of the year. His first stolen base, and the stolen base brought to you by Sonoma Fit. So now a runner in scoring position for Brock Hartley on a 3-1 pitch. That is very high, and he works a walk. Stompers with already 3 runs here this inning, but trying to pour on more as Jacob Barfield steps up. Barfield tonight 0 for 3, an RBI ground out in the 2nd inning. He's driven in 7 this year. And Barfield 1 for 3 with runners in scoring position with a 3-run homer. So here he is with Quitzer at second, Hartley at first, nobody out. First pitch. Hit in the air to left. Lunardelli doesn't even move. Barfield's gone deep. Off the light standard and left. It's 12-4. My goodness. Dondre Hubbard's home run was hit pretty far. Jacob Barfield hit it halfway up the light standard in left center field. That light standard's probably 360 feet away, and he hit it 50 feet up on the light standard. 4th home run of the year for Jacob Barfield. RBI's number 7, 8, and 9. And it's 12-4. Here's Danny Molinari. He homered his last time up.
Oh, tonight?
Here's Molinari with nobody on and nobody out. First pitch. Outside and low. So the line officially closed on Alex Rodriguez. No innings, 4 runs on a hit, and 3 walks. 2 of the runs in the inning belong to Christian Herrera. Here's his 1-0 to Molinari. Takes inside a changeup. 2 balls and no strikes. 6 runs. Here in the inning, 6 men have come up. All 6 have scored, and nobody out. Stompers have put up a dozen runs for the second night in a row. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Molinari takes above the letters. 3 balls and no strikes. And a left-hander now up in the San Rafael bullpen. Richardson still throwing for the Stompers. Here's the 3-0 to Molinari. That's inside, ball 4. So the theme this inning, and when we're talking about baseball, we like to talk about patterns and recurring themes. Walk, walk, 3-run home run. Walk, walk, 3-run home run. Walk to Molinari. So you'd think that Rayson Romero would walk and Nick Gatto would hit a 3-run home run. Here comes Jalen Paguero, pitching coach, out to talk to Christian Herrera, who seems a bit rattled here in the 7th. Well, a lot of long balls here tonight. 5 for the Stompers. 1 for D'Angelo, it's a 2-run shot. 2 for Hubbard, a solo and a 3-run home run. A 3-run home run from Jacob Barfield and a solo from Daniel Molinari. Left-hander throwing for San Rafael. And this is a lengthy conversation from Paguero with his reliever, Christian Herrera, who's allowed 2 of the 6 runs in the inning. Stompers mashing the baseball tonight. A triple from Hartley. Only struck out 5 times tonight. Have walked 7 times. So that's a pretty good ratio. If you're a manager, anytime that you have more free passes than you've been struck out in a ball game, that makes a manager happy. Runner at first, nobody out for Rayson Romero. Romero is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Struck out his last time. First pitch from Herrera. Down below the knees. All of a sudden, a 6-run inning, nobody out. The Stompers lead it by 8. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside, and it got Romero as he flips the bat down the first baseline, and now he's frustrated. No Stompers have been retired here in the 7th, and Rayson Romero visually frustrated after being drilled on a breaking ball. Here comes Derek Piles. Long walk for Piles. He looks down toward the bullpen, and he will make a change. Second pitching change of the inning. Still nobody out. Nick Gatto will be the hitter against the new San Rafael pitcher as this pitching change is brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. We'll have the new pitcher for you when we come back.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
We're in the bottom of the 7th, everybody. We've been in the bottom of the 7th for about a half an hour. Third pitcher of the inning is going to be left-hander Thomas Caulfield. This will be the third game in which he's appeared. He has a 4.90 ERA, 3 2/3 for him, 2 runs on a hit, 1 strikeout, and 3 walks. Nick Gatto will be the hitter. He'll be the 9th man to come to the plate this inning. Barrios walk, DeAngelis walk, Hubbard 3-run home run. Quitzer walk, Hartley walk, Barfield 3-run home run. Molinari walk, Romero hit by pitch. Gatto will be the hitter. He's due for a 3-run home run. Hasn't left the ballpark this year. He has driven in 7. He'll hit with the bases full, nobody out against the left-handed Thomas Caulfield. First pitch. In for strike 1. First and second, nobody out. Excuse me. Got a 4 for 6 this year with runners in scoring position. He's driven in 6 in those situations. The 0-1 pitch. Swings and misses at a fastball. Stompers have added an exclamation point here in the 7th. 0-2 on Gatto. Caulfield looks to second. Here's his 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Gatto shakes his head. He's the first casualty here in the 7th. So here's the man that led off the inning, Pedro Barrios. Molinari at second, Romero at first. 1 out. Barrios 0 for 1 with 3 walks. Scored twice. His 1 at bat, he was called out on strikes. Here's the first pitch from Caulfield. It's outside. 1 ball and no strikes, and the Stompers have tied the highest run total of the season at 12. Last night and tonight. Here's the 1-0. Barrios takes in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Dick. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes on Barrios. Molinari at second, Romero at first. Here's the pitch from Caulfield. That's yanked down the third baseline. Unknown gloves it, steps on the bag, throwing the first on the run. Not in time, and they're going to say Zutenhorst was off the bag. Poteet in the field saying that he was off the bag. So Barrios will reach on the fielder's choice at the moment. And Poteet will have a conversation with Eric Thompson. Molinari is forced out, 5 unassisted, and they will overturn it. So Barrios thrown out a 5 unassisted double play to end the inning. As Eric Thompson says, no, his foot was on the bag. The Stompers score 6 times, 3-run home runs from Hubbard and Barfield. It is 12.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Welcome back, everybody. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Stompers lead at 12-4. We have a position player pitching for the Stompers. It's going to be Miles Williams against Corey Dempster, Mike Anone, and Ryan Dicht here in the top of the 8th. Williams, who works out of the windup, his first pitch to Dempster is a fastball upstairs. Marshall Schill worked 1 inning in the 7th. He allowed a run on 2 hits. He struck out 1. This is not the first professional appearance on the hill for Miles Williams as he misses high and tight, 2 balls and no strikes. He appeared in 2 games last year, threw an inning and 2/3, struck out 2, walked 1, didn't allow a hit, a run, anything. Here's his 2-0. It's outside, 3 balls and no strikes. Zach Pace getting creative, trying to save the bullpen, in which he only has 5 relievers right now, with 2 getting called up in the last week. Here's the 3-0 pitch and a 4-pitch walk from Miles Williams to Corey Dempster opens the inning. Second career walk, by Miles Williams. Here's Mike Anone. Who is going to pitch the 9th? Tweet us at Sonoma Stompers. Who you think's going to pitch the 9th? Will it be Miles Williams? Will it be another position player? He misses inside for 5 straight balls. Will Williams throw 2 innings tonight? Here's his 1-0 pitch. That's at the knees for strike 1, so Williams feeling a little more comfortable now. Unknown, left-handed hitting third baseman with Dempster at first, nobody out. The 1-1. Hit in the air to right, that sends Hartley back. Unknown flips the bat. It is over the tall wall in right center field, a 2-run shot, and Miles Williams has an ERA. He's probably not too happy about that. So Unknown, first home run of the year, RBIs 3 and 4. a walk, the 2-run shot for Micah Known. Here's Ryan Dicht. Drove in a run on a ground out. And they're going to make sure that this is the right batting order, I think. Piles, the third base coach, came in to make sure that Ryan Dicht was the hitter due up. So it's 12-6 in the 8th. Miles Williams is rearing and ready to go again after surrendering the 2-run homer. He now works out of the windup his first pitch. The 1-0 pitch to Dick. High again. Zach Pace doesn't want to have to use the relievers, but he'd like if Miles Williams could throw some strikes. Here's the 2-0. At the knees for strike one. We talked about it last night, how position players can be so accurate, but once you get on the hill, 10 inches above the ground, gets a little harder as the 2-1 is across the letters for strike two. Williams entered the game without an ERA. He didn't allow any runs to score in his inning and 2/3 last year. Probably not happy about the 2-run homer. Here's the 2-2. Reached back for a little extra, and the count is full. Taylor Zutenhorst is on deck. Williams was on the list for Zach Pace in the relief pitcher category today, and now he delivers another walk. Second walk of the inning issued. So they've used Schill, they've used Williams now. Bronson Butcher is also on the roster as a relief pitcher possibility today. And with the catcher, I mean, he's probably not going to pitch. That would be something, though. Pitch misses outside. Richardson is back up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's the 1-0. Inside to Zutenhorst. Two balls and no strikes on Taylor Zutenhorst, who's 1 for 3 with a single. For the 2-0 pitch is called a strike. In Vallejo, they're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Stockades still lead the Admirals 7-5. Here's the 2-1 in the dirt. Three balls and one strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Williams. At the knees, called a strike, and the count is full on Zutenhorst. Cody Bishop on deck. With Dicht over at first, nobody out here in the 8th, and a 12-6 Stomper lead. Here's the payoff. Fouled out a play off to the left. Nobody up in the San Rafael bullpen. Count still full on Zutenhorst. Runner at first, nobody out. Williams payoff pitch once again. Down low. Saw enough walks in the bottom of the 7th inning, and now Zach Pace is going to come out. Really gave Miles a chance. Richardson's been throwing in the bullpen. Pace crosses the arms as he has a conversation with Miles Williams, who cracks up. Pace will leave him out there. 3 walks in the inning, a home run. Cody Bishop's the hitter. Could be the last hitter for Miles Williams, just giving Richardson some time to warm up. Maybe unless Williams gets a ground ball and a possible double play. Cody Bishop's the hitter. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Bishop, the left-handed hitter. First pitch from Williams. On the outside corner for strike one. First pitch strike for Williams tonight. Fifth batter he's faced. Looks back to second. Now the 0-1. Swung on and missed. So maybe the visit from Zach Pace was enough to fire up Miles Williams. He's now pounding the strike zone. 0-2 the count on Bishop. Dick at second, Zutenhorst at first. Here's the pitch from Williams. Swung on and missed, strike three. Is Pace going to leave him in there for another batter? Pace in the top step. Dante Biagini is the hitter. Williams will face Biagini. Out of the stretch. His first pitch. Just above the letters for ball one. Miles Williams 1-0 pitch inside to Biagini. Williams, who was drafted in the 42nd round out of high school by the Los Angeles Dodgers, and then again in the 15th round by the Miami Marlins in 2013. His 2-0 pitch is at the letters for strike one. He was drafted out of Windsor High School and said no thanks, went to Northridge. Put up good numbers there, was drafted 3 years later. Two and one the count on Biagini. Takes a breaking ball down low, 3 balls and a strike. Williams spent some time in the office with us today. 3-1 the count on the leadoff man, Dante Biagini. Here's the pitch. It's ball 4. That'll likely knock Williams out of the game. Bases are loaded. Will Zach Pace come out? Richardson's in the bullpen. Already 2 runs in the inning for San Rafael. Here's Raul Navarro. First pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Navarro's 0 for 4. Williams working quickly. The 0-1 pitch inside by the back foot. 1 ball and 1 strike on the San Rafael shortstop, Raul Navarro. The pitch at the knees for strike 2. Williams with 1 pitch could end the inning on a double play if he gets a ground ball. The 1-2. On the ground, left side, Barrios in the hole at short, goes to second for 1, on to first. It gets by Quitzer. That'll allow a second run to come in to score. So that's an error on the second baseman, Rayson Romero. Biagini is erased at second, 6-4 for the second out of the inning, but Navarro will reach. Runner at first, 2 out. 4 runs in this inning for San Rafael, and it's a 4-run ball game. Here's the first pitch to Axel Johnson, who takes strike 1. Ryan Richardson still throwing in the bullpen, and if Miles can get 1 more out, he'll be on in the 9th. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Way outside. 1-1. One and one the count with Navarro at first. The pitch from Williams. Hit it in the air to right. Hartley going back. He's at the wall. He leaps. It is gone. And Hartley couldn't bring it back. It's 12-10. And that'll likely do it for Miles Williams, as it's now just a 2-run ball game. The things you see. Here comes Pace. He'll take Miles Williams out of the game. Ryan Richardson will be the new pitcher, as this pitching change is brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. We'll have the new pitcher for you when we come back.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
New pitcher is going to be Ryan Richardson, his 6th appearance of the year. He's thrown 5 innings, struck out 10, allowed 1 run. It wasn't earned, and 5 hits. He'll face Jimmy Lunardelli with nobody on and 2 outs. 6 runs in the top half of this 8th inning for San Rafael. It's a 12-10 ball game. Lunardelli, 2 for 4 tonight. He's the 9th man to come up this inning. The first pitch from Richardson. Fastball above the letters for ball 1. Richardson, who came into last night's ball game, allowed a hit and struck out the side. Here's his 1-0 to Lunardelli. Swung on and missed. Good fastball, and it's 1-1. Jacob Cox is up in the Stomper bullpen. He hasn't thrown since Saturday. Richardson on 1-1. Good pitch, fastball across the letters for strike 2. (12-2) ball game, top of the 8th. Richardson trying to close out the inning. Here's the 1-2. Changeup misses in the dirt. The 5'10", 175-pound right-hander from Spokane, Washington. Back for his 4th season in a Stompers uniform. The 2-2 pitch to Lunardelli. Here it is from Richardson. Chopped softly on the ground to short. Barrios fields. He throws to first. Picked up by Quincer. That ends the inning. San Rafael scores 6 times on a couple of home runs. Or 4 times. 5 times. 6 times. We go to the bottom of the 8th.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Arnold Field in Sonoma. It's just a 2-run ball game. Stompers lead it 12-10. A 6-run 7th inning for the Stompers and a 6-run top half of the 8th. It'll be Rob DeAngelis, Dondre Hubbard, and Chris Quitzer against left-handed Thomas Caulfield. His first pitch to DeAngelis is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Richardson threw the final out of the top half of the inning. It'll either be him or Jacob Cox in the 9th. Cox, the closer, is warming up in the bullpen. Caulfield out of the stretch on 1-0. DeAngelis pops it up, left side of the infield. Unknown calling for it. Navarro calls him off. He'll make the catch. 1 out. Here's Dondre Hubbard. 3 for 4 tonight. 2 home runs, a solo home run, and then the 3-run shot. Trying to collect his 4th hit of the ball game as he faces the lefty Caulfield. A good matchup favoring Hubbard. The sweeping slider from Caulfield. Here's his first pitch. Across the belt with a fastball for strike 1. So it'll be at least 2 for Cox in the 9th. Nobody on, 1 out. The 0-1 to Hubbard. Takes a fastball way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Stompers, who lead the league in home runs. 5 tonight. 17 overall in the first 8+ games. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Hubbard. He takes a fastball below the knees for ball 2. Hubbard trying to get a pitch above the belt that he can drive. Got one his last time and hit it 400 feet to left center. Here's the 2-1 from Caulfield. Sweeping breaking ball misses, and it's 3-1. Hubbard with 5 home runs and 15 RBIs on the season. Caulfield out of the stretch. Here's his 3-1 to Hubbard. The pitch. Hubbard yanks it off the glove of Unknown at third, who leaped. Hubbard will reach. And that'll be a base hit for Dondre Hubbard, his 4th hit of the ball game. Hit sharply off the bat of Dondre Hubbard. Unknown gave it a good effort over at third with the leap. It hit off the thumb, but fell. Could not glove it. It's a base hit for Hubbard. Here's Chris Quitzer, who's 0 for 1, but he has walked 3 times tonight and scored twice. First pitch to Quitzer. Way inside and up near the head. Look out. How did he get out of the way? Hubbard at first, one out. The 1-0 pitch from Caulfield. Seamer catches the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike on Chris Quitzer, who's made a couple of dazzling plays at first base tonight. He's been on base 3 times. Caulfield's 1-1. Quitzer rolls it on the ground, right side. Zutenhorst fields. He'll go to second. He throws it away. Hubbard will step on second and head to third. So Quitzer's on base for the 4th time tonight. That's an error on Zutenhorst over at first. That allows Hubbard to move up 90 feet away. A much-needed insurance run with how the night has gone tonight. Here's Brock Hartley. 1 for 3 with an RBI triple tonight. Runners at the corners, 1 out. And Hartley just needing to stay out of a double play here. And another favorable matchup against the left-hander out of the bullpen for Brock Hartley. Quitzer at first, he's already stolen a base tonight. Just the 1 steal on the year for him. Probably won't go again. Pace doesn't like to steal all that often. Here's the first pitch to Hartley. He takes low. Especially with the left-hander on the hill. Can't afford to get picked off in just a 2-run game. Stompers lead at 12-10 in the bottom of the 8th. Caulfield sent at the chest. Here's his 1-0 pitch. Hartley waves at a fastball that had 2-seam movement, started on the outside corner and continued to tail away from him. 1-1 the count on Hartley. 3 home runs. He's driven in 13 on the year. 1 tonight on a triple. Caulfield's 1-1. Hartley hits it high to left, not very deep. Lunardelli coming in. He'll camp under it. He makes the catch. Hubbard bluffs the tag at third. Hartley can't get a run in, and here's Jacob Barfield. Barfield 1 for 4 tonight with a 3-run jack. That was in the 7th. Barfield with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs on the season. Another chance with the runner in scoring position here in the 8th. 12-10. Stompers lead. Jacob Cox loosening up for the 9th. First pitch, instead a throw over to first. Barfield digs in, the third baseman. Hit one off the light standard and left his last time. First pitch, he takes inside. Halfway up the light pole in left center. No doubt off the bat of Barfield. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Takes in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes on Jacob Barfield. Runners at the corners, 2 out. DeAngelis popped up to open the inning. The single by Hubbard. The error allowed Quitzer to reach and put Hubbard at third base, and then Hartley hit a fly ball to Lunardelli and left for the second out. The 2-0 pitch in the air to left. Hit well. Not well enough. Lunardelli camps under it. And that ends the inning. Stompers strand 2. We go to the 9th. Enter Jacob Cox in a 12-10 ball game.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the ninth inning, Jacob Cox enters, and he will attempt his second save of the year. He's 1 for 1 this year. In 5 innings, he struck out 3, walked 2, allowed 3 runs, none of them earned on 5 hits. This will be the 5th game in which he's appeared so far this season. His first pitch to Corey Dempster is in for strike 1. Cox, 6'5", 225-pound right-hander from Fresno, California. His 0-1 pitch to Dempster skips in, and it's 1-1. Cox fastball, cutter, slider. High 80s, low 90s with the fastball from Cox. Against Dempster, who's 2 for 3 tonight, here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to left. That sends Rob DeAngelis back towards the wall. It is gone, and it is a 1-run ball game. Corey Dempster with his first home run of the year. It's 12-11. And now the tying run at the plate for San Rafael and Mike Unknown, who homered his last time up. Unknown. 1 home run on the year. Here's the first pitch from Cox. It's on the outside corner for strike 1. At one point, the Stompers led 12-4. It's now a 1-run ball game in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the 0-1 from Cox. On the outside corner for strike 2. In Vallejo, the Admirals lead the Stockade 8-7 that game in the top of the 7th inning over at Wilson Park, a game in which Salina led for a long time. 0-2 on Mike Unknown. Time is called. 2 fastballs caught the outside corner for Cox to open this at bat. 12-11 our score. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Unknown. Slider in the dirt. Cox with 26 saves last year. Working on his second here in 2019. A long look to Molinari. The right-hander works out of the windup, his 1-2. Down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mike Anone. Now Jacob Cox, who hasn't appeared since last Saturday in Napa, in which he worked 2 innings and allowed 3 runs. Here's his 2-2 pitch. Did he go around? They appeal, and he did not. And it's hard for Dean Poteet, who's down the right field line, when he's asked if the left-hander goes around. The count is full on Mike Anone. He's the tying run at the plate. 3-2 the count. Cox shakes once. Now kicks the payoff pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. A cut fastball, 1 away in the 9th. Cox gets a strikeout. Rebounding from the Corey Dempster solo shot. Here's Ryan Dicht. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI ground out. First pitch from Jacob Cox. Swung on and missed. Nothing in 1 the count. Dicht, the tying run at the plate. Stompers lead 12-11 in the 9th. Here's the 0-1. Slider hit in the air, right center field. Hubbard on the run. He'll come in, and it will fall in front for a base hit. Tying run on first for San Rafael. Here's Taylor Zutenhorst. And now Jacob Cox just desperately needing a ground ball to try and get out of this inning. Runner at first, 1 out. Stompers lead 12-11. Top of the 9th. Cox trying for his second save of the year. Zutenhorst, the left-hander, digs in. Runner at first, 1 out. The first pitch is high. Zutenhorst 1 for 3 with a single. He walked and scored. Wide open stance for the left-hander. Playing double play depth up the middle. Quitzer holds on the runner at first. Here's the 1-0. It's well off the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Cox had trouble finding the strike zone in his second inning of work in Napa on Saturday. Trying to hone back in on a 2-0 count to Zutenhorst. No home runs, 3 RBIs on the season for Zutenhorst. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's on the outside corner for strike 1. Cox has been spotting the outside corner to left-handers here this inning. Two balls and a strike on Zutenhorst. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Off the outside corner, 3 balls and a strike. Cox. Out of the stretch. Short lead at first for Dicht. Here's his 3-1. Fouled off at the plate. Count is full on Taylor Zutenhorst with Cody Bishop, the designated hitter, on deck. Stompers lead 12-11. They led 12-4 at one point. 7 unanswered for San Rafael, including 1 this inning. 3-2 the count. Dicht leads from first, 1 out, top of the 9th in a 1-run game. Zutenhorst is a go-ahead run at the plate. Here's the payoff pitch. The runner goes, swung on and missed. Throw down to second base in time, and he dropped it. Barrios had it in the glove, and a hard slide by Dicht knocked it right out. Dicht with the stolen base. The slide knocked it right out of the glove of Barrios, and now Zach Pace is out of the dugout with Barrios at shortstop with the hands on the knees. Pace making sure he's okay after the hard slide into second. The throw was on time and on line for Molinari. Tying run at second. 12-11 Stompers lead in the ninth for Cody Bishop, who's 1 for 4. First pitch from Cox, down below the knees for ball one. Outfield straightaway, they're deep all the way around the infield. No doubles defense. Cox's 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two strikeouts in the inning for Jacob Cox. The solo home run by Corey Dempster led off the inning and made it a 1-run ball game. The big Stomper closer on 1-1. Fouled away. Sandra fell down to their final strike. Dick at second base. He's the tying run. Cody Bishop, the hitter. He's the go-ahead run at the plate. Stompers trying to bring themselves within half a game of San Rafael. Jacob Cox toes the rubber. Third base side looks into Molinari. Dick leads from second, 2 out, 1-2 count to Cody Bishop, who wants time. Cox retoes the rubber. Now's ready. His 1-2 pitch. On the ground, left side. Barfield to his left. He'll field, straighten up, throw to first. Quitzer digs it out of the dirt. He saves Jacob Barfield. Ground ball ends the ball game, and the Stompers hold on and win it 12-11. Final line score. First, for the Stompers, 12 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They leave 7. For the San Rafael Pacifics, 11 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They strand 6. Connor Arnold gets the win. He is 2-0. Tyler Skinner gets the loss for San Rafael tonight. He is 0-2. Jacob Cox gets the save. That's his second of the season. Stompers, who led 12-4 at one point, hold on and win it 12-11 here tonight. Final time of tonight's ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. We're back here tomorrow night at 6:05 first pitch as we welcome in the Vallejo Admirals, who are playing the Salina Stockade at this moment. Last we checked, the Admirals led that game 8-7 in the top of the 7th inning. So go ahead and check that score at home. Stompers welcome in the Admirals tomorrow. The Stompers improved to 6-3 on the season. San Rafael falls to 7-3. The Stompers now just a half game back of first place. That does it for us. For everybody here with the Sonoma Stompers, thank you for watching on KSVY. My name is Forrest Hunt. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6:05 first pitch.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.